Thank the distinguished gentleman from New Jersey. As we close, this chart really illustrates the magnitude of the collective problem confronting younger Americans in the United States of America. The student loan debt burden has now exceeded $1 trillion. Now, in this chamber, we hear a lot about the debt crisis facing America, but we have a student loan debt crisis that must be addressed. I yield to my good friend, Stephen Horsford, for his thoughts on this matter.
Well, thank you, Representative Jeffries. And this chart and this number should alarm every American family. And as you just indicated, in this body, there are those on the other side of the aisle who talk about not burdening the next generation with a debt that they cannot afford to pay. And for us, as leaders, to do our job now so that they don't have to bear that burden in the next generation. And this is why this issue is so fundamental, Mr. Speaker, that we get this policy right, that we don't burden the next generation of students, an increasing number who are low income, who now have that opportunity for the first time ever to go to college, an increasing number who are minority students, first-generation students, who need to pursue their education without the burden of a $1 trillion debt from taking out student loans. And so just as the Huffington Post reported recently, they estimated that the spread between what the government pays to borrow and what it charges students creates a profit this fiscal year of more than 36 cents off of every dollar lent to borrowers. So the question is, why are our colleagues on the other side proposing a measure to increase interest rates on students and families? That money does not go to the Department of Education, Mr. Speaker. That money goes to the Treasury, which goes to pay down the federal debt. So the proposal on the other side actually charges students, increasingly number low-income and minority students, more money in order to pay down the federal debt so that the other side can keep corporate tax breaks for big oil, big banks, and millionaires. That's what this fundamentally comes down to, and why every American should be concerned with this policy, coming up with the democratic alternative that we're working so hard to support. I yield back.
I thank the distinguished gentleman. And